All right, how's it going, everybody? Um, so how about Dungeon Brawl? We're gonna sit through this, figure out what it's all about. Dungeon Brawl by Ramon Raya, probably pronouncing that wrong, from Tableflip Games on Tabletop Simulator. Pretty much, we're gonna each pick a class, run around. This is after like the adventure. We're gonna run around and start whacking each other for some treasure. Um, we win by having the most treasure in our hands at the end of the game. The game ends when we go through these 22 wound cards, and we lose altogether if one person dies, which is getting a hand of 5 cards. So I guess to start out, let's roll a die and see who's going to be the first player, and we'll pick our characters. We're just going to use the starter decks. Sweet, 6. We're just going to use the starter decks here, and there's like a bunch of different cards. I know some of it is like creating stuff, creating decks and things. Now, Josh, I see you are talking, but I don't hear talking.
I don't hear him either.
And I wonder
No, that's just my mic is on.
Oh, that was an easy fix. I like those easy fixes.
Yeah, my mic is perfect. I'm YouTube ready.
Okay, so I will go first. Well, I like the wizard. I don't know. I have not looked through any of these decks. But I'm going to be the wizard because I like playing the wizards. So this is your starter deck. You have your 5 wound cards. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Like starting class cards, like I said, there's other cards over here that we aren't using that you can use to customize your own decks. And this will also come with a little turn sheet. But then we just go left to right. So Josh, if you want to pick your class.
Okay, let's, we'll not spend too much time on this. I'm going to go with the cleric. Seems like he can heal other people's wounds and then get treasure for it, so that sounds pretty cool.
So I wonder... Now, I don't see any, like... Oh, I guess you can take your player. You're the cleric. And I think the cleric has these blessed and weakened cards. Some of them have like a special card that'll be just paired with them. And then you're the rogue, Kirsten?
Yeah, because you took my first choice, so.
Ouch.
All right. But yeah, I don't see any armor tokens or anything like that, but we'll just use we'll just find something. I don't know what's supposed to be in this bag. But let's see here. So now that we picked our character, we're going to select an artifact. Now we randomize 5 artifacts, but with less players, we're just going to draw artifacts equal to the amount of players. So we have between the Quickstep Boots, the Bishop's Staff, and the Soulstone Amulet. And this is just going to be treated like an extra card just to kind of further diversify your class. So starting from last player to first player. So that's going to be Kirsten, Josh, me. Go ahead and pick one artifact, just shuffle that into your deck, and then you'll have 18 cards. We created the trap deck, I did before this. We'll go ahead and place, and then we'll draw in whatever.
That just gets shuffled in, right?
That just gets shuffled right on in there.
And obviously, I'm taking the bishop's staff as the cleric.
Quickstep Boots. Doesn't make any sense to the wizard. A little bit. All right. And we don't need the warrior or the rogue. So now we're going to I'm the starting player. Going in clockwise order, we're going to put our character on a square on the board. Any number of players can occupy a single square at any time. So whatever, I'm just going to go to 3.
I'll go 5.
Well, let's keep going. Keep the odds going. I'll go 1.
All right. Now we're going to draw 6 cards. Nobody watched the stream.
Are you telling viewers not to watch the stream?
I'm telling
or-
you guys not to watch the stream
Oh,
because you
okay.
will see my hand.
6 cards, not 5?
6 cards, it says. So the turn is just going to be broken up into 4 phases. You're going to remove anything that you had played last turn. If you're the starting player, which I do not believe, and you guys can correct me if you guys saw this in the rules, I do not believe the starting player moves through each round. So on my turn,
No, I believe that's correct.
I am going to reveal a trap card from the trap deck. And we have a secret shortcut. So we're going to roll once for a precarious one.
What the heck is that?
Remove any
This
effects.
roll.
Turned
I
off
call
on
that.
that. What is the freaky? That's a good way to start the game with the world's creepiest die roll.
So remove any effects on this square. We don't have any effects on the square. Move into the square as a quick action, and all players draw 1 card. I assume that is all players, and not all players on that space. Would you guys agree?
Yeah, that's what it sounds like. So we draw 1 card.
Yeah.
Okay.
There are definitions in this thing.
I mean, I guess you could argue that it's... You could argue that it's referring to that square. But roll once. Now with the demon die. 3. Players must move out of the square and cannot enter it. So I need to move out of mine. We'll move here next to both of you.
So we cannot enter it. Maybe we ought to leave this die here to remind us that the trap is involved.
Yeah, that's fair. Right?
And then that's a quick action. Cool.
Yeah, we should do that. Yeah, it'd be nice to have like a little marker that indicates kind of where these things are happening.
Yeah, even just like an A and a B marker or something.
Okay, so now that we did that, I get to play 1 move action and 1 attack action. Then I also have some other stuff. There's like, so move actions are blue, attack actions are red, cyans are like variable stuff, and or no, I think, well, in mine they're purple.
Yeah, no. The rules say they're like a weird, like a cyan, but in the deck, these are definitely purple.
Okay, I didn't know if it was just mine because the wizard's kind of a purple motif.
No.
There
And
is
then-
a cyan card type. I have a few of them.
Is
They're
it the quick action?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
the quick action.
That's like a
They don't
powder
cost
blue.
anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't cost anything.
And then green reaction. So what I'm going to do is you can always deal with the pain. So once per turn as a quick action, I can discard 2 wounds to draw a card. So I will
Deal
do
with
that.
the pain.
And now I will... Let's see here. I don't need that. What is that symbol? We should move this to the last page for the quick reference. There we go,
Yeah,
symbology.
they already had up.
Oh,
I think this card is the symbol that I like most ran into. Where I was like, wait a second, what is that?
The draw a card symbol I just came across, and I was like, what the hell is that?
so I am going to use a shockwave.
Shockwave.
So the top number with the sword is how much damage it does. The bottom number is the range, so I'm going to target all adjacent squares. So I'm going to target both of you. So now you can play a reaction step. So if you have any reaction cards in response to being attacked, armor or armor tokens prevent 1 damage each. You cannot play more than 1 copy of the same reaction card for an attack. Are you guys able to prevent anything?
I don't have any reactions. Well, hold on. No.
All right, so Kirsten, you will take 1 wound.
So I just take a card.
The defender draws equal to the number of wounds received from the wound deck. They are played in the defender's discard pile. If a treasure is drawn, it is given to the attacker.
I got a wound.
And you got a wound as well, Josh? throw this here. And so now I can move. Oh, maybe we don't need tokens. So I'm going to play the Stone Skin as well, which gives me 2 defense tokens. Or 2 armor. Armor tokens, like other card effects and enchantments, last 1 round and are removed during the removal phase. So we don't necessarily need physical tokens. It's just, tokens always feel like a physical thing to me, so I was expecting a physical token, not just a symbol.
Just for clarification too, like when you have 2 armor, that means you have 2 armor until we're done with this round of turns, correct?
Until the start of my next turn, yes.
Okay, cool. Oh, okay, I see. Yep.
And then I guess I'm just going to discard the rest of my hand. So I did a move and an attack. I don't need to play any. I don't really want to play anything else. Well, do you guys know if moving is diagonal?
I don't remember reading any
Limitations on move.
of it, but maybe we can look at the
It's not in keywords.
move to an adjacent square on the board.
Diagonally adjacent?
I assume it's orthogonal, but I don't know.
Orthogonal is like cardinal directions.
That's what I would say.
Yeah, I always assume movement is orthogonal unless it tells me specifically.
Okay,
Agreed.
then let's play that way.
Okay.
So I am going to move down here with my quick step boots. And this effect will last 1 full round from the time it was used. And my hand size is 6. Okay. So now I will clean up. Any cards I have played are now placed in the discard pile. Except for... Then what's the point of the removal phase?
I think that one stays out because if that's acting as a token. Because it says remove tokens and effects during your cleanup phase. So anything that's got a token or effect, I think, stays out.
Oh, well then what's the point of playing defense armor tokens?
That's what I'm saying. That counts as a token. So it's
Oh, I see.
That's
Okay.
what I'm saying.
So you still discard your card, but what, you get 2 armor tokens in front of you?
No, I think this stays.
Yeah.
Because cleanup is any cards... Yeah, I don't agree with this. Any cards you have played are now placed in your discard pile. But this
You
is
don't
a weird...
get to just agree or disagree with the game, Seth. You either play it or you don't play it. No, agreeing or disagreeing.
As the rules are stated, these should all be discarded, which makes my shields and my quick step utterly useless. But then there's the removal where it says during this phase remove all spells, tokens, buffs, etc., which were created during your last turn. So this would be a spell, my shockwave. I guess it doesn't say spell.
Yeah.
Yeah, that gets discarded.
I guess it doesn't say spell, so it's discarded. But this is a token, and this is a buff. But yeah, it'd be nice to have like some clarification on the cards or something.
I think the cards stay because I have
They have to for the
I have
sake
an
of the game.
ability that doesn't make a lot of sense if the cards don't. Well, I guess yeah, because you have a couple of these cards that have like the blue arrow that goes in a circle.
And
It
there's
says full round. This effect will last 1 full round from the time it was used. So yeah, I guess I don't get what maybe stone skin is like if you get, well, somebody might be able to react to you, Seth, and hurt you on your turn. And so that gains you armor, but only for your turn. Because I think if it was for the full round, it would have a blue.
I would think so too, but in the symbology it says armor tokens, like other card effects and enchantments, last 1 round and are removed during the removal phase.
Yeah, so I wonder if we need armor tokens.
Yeah, we can do that. I don't know if it
I think
screws
that might
up.
be the best thing here.
I don't know if that screws up kind of the distribution thing, but let's do that. Oh, objects. I keep going to games. Components. Let's just grab Let's just grab these go tokens.
Cool. So as you do that, I'm going to start taking my turn.
Yes, I am done.
Okay.
So
So
here's
let's see. I'm
armor
going
tokens.
to. I'm going to deal with the pain and discard 2 of my wounds, which happens to be my favorite Linkin Park song.
I don't know. The only Linkin Park song I know is Hybrid Theory, and I think that's just an album name, not a song.
All other players gain +1 on their next turn, but that only lasts for the round. Oh, a full round, it's not. It's just till my next turn.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see.
Seth, did
Reduce
you
damage dealt to you from the. This is.
Oh, I
this
need
is
to
move
save
action.
a card.
or discard your whole?
I need to discard my whole hand or save a card.
Save. You have to do that, and then redraw.
So Seth, you're in my square, aren't you?
I am in your square. I'm in your business, I think they call it.
Yeah, all up in my business. Okay, so you
And my hand
need
size
to,
is +1, so I can have 7 cards in my hand, so I'll draw 6.
You remove 1 wound from your discard. And I get a treasure from the box, it says.
Oh, I could have discarded... Sorry, once per turn I may discard 1 attack action card to receive 1 armor token. So I did that. So I have 3. So what did you say to me? What do you do to me?
You remove a wound from your discard pile.
From the
I
game?
think you put it in this little remove wounds. And then I get a treasure from the box.
I believe... Okay.
Sweet.
I think they're all the same.
They're all the same.
Okay.
Okay. So let's see.
Even the same picture? Okay. So I have 3 armor tokens.
And you have another wound in there, don't you?
In my discard?
Yeah.
Yes, because I discarded 2 to... I have 2 wounds in my discard.
Okay, I'm going to use Mass Heal, where I will target this square. All players in this square remove 1 from their discard, 1 wound, so remove another wound.
Good thing I went to your square.
I know. For each wound removed this way, I gain 2 treasures.
From the box?
Yeah, and I gain 2 armor.
There you go.
That was my Mass Heal. And after Mass Healing you, I am going to beat you viciously over the head with this Iron Burst Mace.
Oh.
Deal 2 damage to a target player in your square.
Okay, well I'm gonna spend my 2 armor.
And then you move 1 square away from me.
You bashed my stone skin. We'll go over here so Carson doesn't attack me.
And then last thing I'm going to do is remove a wound from my discard with my bishop staff. Oh, place it on top of the wound deck. Interesting.
So you're prolonging the game. I see.
And then that's my turn.
Cool. So either discard your whole hand or save 1 and discard the rest and then draw up to 6 cards. That's your hand
I will
size.
discard my whole hand.
There's these symbols. All right. Kirsten?
I'm gonna move, and then
What are you looking for?
Okay, I'm gonna do the deal with the pain.
Everyone does.
And I guess I'm gonna do the wait action because I can't use any of my cards.
Oh.
Yeah, super exciting. But I legitimately can't use any of these cards.
Do you have 5 wounds?
I do not. But they all require me to be in the same space as somebody, and I cannot be, and I can't move twice.
Yeah.
So there was literally nothing I could do. You moved away from me. If you had moved closer, I could at least have tried something.
Oh, I knew you were going to do that.
Well, I could at least have tried something. I thought the whole point was to try the game.
My turn?
Apparently. I do get to keep 2 cards instead of 1 because of my power. But that's...
Everyone discard 1 armor card. If you cannot, receive 1 wound from the box.
Well, let me get my hand in.
What is an armor card? Just a card with armor on it? I can't discard my armor token. Did you discard an armor card, Kirsten?
I'm working on it. So with any card that has armor on it.
That's what I'm assuming. I mean, there's not an armor card type.
And but I feel like this card does not count, to be honest.
Does it have an armor thing on it? Does it give you armor at some point?
If another thing happens. It's not a reaction, but I could get armor from this card.
Sure.
Okay.
It's an armor card.
You can look at it now that I've discarded it to see if you agree. I could get armor from it, but it's, like I said, if other things happen.
Sure,
That's
why
fine.
not?
I asked.
Why not?
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think there's such a thing as an armor card. So, I mean, I think playing it just like anything where there's an armor on the card should count.
Yeah, that's how I think we'll play it. Yeah, I mentioned to the designer that we would play this tonight. I should have checked in with him to see if he would be around to
Answer questions.
yeah, he could answer questions live. But I guess this way, I think it's good to kind of have things in a vacuum a little bit and know how people take to things with the rule book and without input. It's easy for a designer to be like, oh no, it's played like this and solve things, but that's not always the case. So it's my so we did that. Now roll once. Players cannot move into that square. Did you roll a 1, Josh?
I did.
Cool. So I will. I am going to. I'm going to move. By discarding this health potion to move up here.
So one quick thing, I do think it would be better. I'm kind of thinking like of us playing Fort. I think it would be better if you actually just left the cards that you played on the table for the remainder of till your next turn.
I agree.
Because I have a lot of like this effect. It's like a full round effect, and it's like, am I supposed to remember this?
Does it have the blue
Like,
thing?
Yeah.
I think that's an enhancement. The rules kind of talk about different things, and you can make assumptions of, oh, this is an enhancement. Oh, cool. So the designer is here.
Gun Mage. I love it. That's the character I wish I could be. From now on, I'm not the cleric. I'm the Gun Mage.
So, I guess an early question while we're a little past the subject. So if we need to discard one armor card, is that referring to something like the Rogue's Pickpocket, where that can give an armor token? I had discarded my Wizard Robes for it, just in the assumption that that is an armor card. It gives me armor. Is that a correct wording or a correct assumption on that part? And in the meantime, so I discarded that to move. So I am going to attack you, Kirsten, with a blinding ray.
So what is that going to do to me?
That's going to do 2 wounds. But I got a little wizard spell book here, which gives me a +2. So that's going to be a 4. So can you defend against 4? I'm going for blood. I'm a blood mage. I am Eldric Theladon, the blood mage.
I'm going to play Combat Tumble, and I can prevent half the damage being dealt to me from an attack 1 square away.
Hold on, yes, grab armor cards from the stack of cards to your top left.
Top left.
So these, since I moved all this stuff around, these are all the remaining character cards. These are artifacts, traps, wounds, and then the remaining characters. Oh, wait, that's my right.
Yeah, that's your right. I don't know.
The other top left.
Your other left.
I mean,
Oh my gosh, there's tokens here.
oh, look at that.
Vulnerable, fatigue, next attack, armor token. Man, he had it covered. So you get 2, Josh. Oh, so this is an armor card.
Oh, I see. They should always either be called tokens or cards.
I agree. So, okay, we don't need
Just for
this.
clarity.
Yeah, we don't need those. Yeah, I guess I just expected a trap or something. I saw that snared at the top, and I just figured it was something. I guess those are effects. Sorry, that was my bad, not flipping through everything. So go ahead and grab. So I used my wizard robes there, but I would have had to discard my armor. So I'm going to fan these out, just so we know what we have up here. Okay, so this is making a little more sense there.
So those are different cards than
Having these tokens makes so much more sense for enduring
those
effect.
are different.
What are you talking about, Kirsten?
No, you fixed it.
Yep. Okay.
Now we're banging on all cylinders.
I know.
So
I
what?
feel like the designer might be a Magic the Gathering aficionado too with these tokens.
So,
Yeah, little token cards. Love it. So, Kirsten, I guarantee you did not
Yeah.
withstand my crazy blind. I basically removed the eyes from your skull.
Okay, but I already told you what I did, and once again you didn't pay attention.
I was figuring out the armor
According-
token situation.
I played Combat Tumble.
So you're gonna prevent half of
the
it.
damage that was attacked from 1 square away.
Cool. But all damage was not prevented, so you cannot attack me on your next turn.
Okay.
So you take 2 wounds.
I wish I had read that before I played my card.
Then you don't have to play it if you don't want. I'll allow it.
Well, because
Well, we have the designer here. Maybe he won't allow
it's fine.
it.
That's what happened. So I take 2.
Oh, an armor card is a reaction card. So we do get these back. If you spent one for the other thing, he said, yeah, if you have to discard an armor card, that is a typo. Discard a reaction card. So we were banging on half cylinders, but now we're back on full cylinders. So I don't think your pickpocket would have worked, Kirsten.
I was gonna say, so I had to play a different card.
Yes, it has to be a green reaction card.
I'll play my
Oh, I
other-
see. So I wouldn't have been
I'll
able to discard this.
Yeah.
I will play that one.
Yeah, I think kind of condensing some terminology would be good. Again, with the armor cards and tokens, and then like defense card or armor cards and reaction cards and things like that would definitely help kind of clarify and allow this to run a little smoother for us, at least. I mean,
All right. So to clarify, I am taking 2 damage.
you are taking 2 damage and you cannot attack me next turn.
Yes, I already knew that part.
Is there a cannot attack you next turn?
Token? I don't think so.
We'll write that down somewhere.
I can just remember.
In our
that
mind's eye.
I can't attack.
I've written it down in the notes. Don't worry.
And then, so this stays. My wizard spellbook stays because I'm assuming that that little symbol, that full round, is an enhancement thing. So this should stay out because there's not a token for -1 hand. Oh, reduce hand size. Okay, nope. He's got it covered. I'm not used to looking at these tokens. I don't know why I'm like... I guess like you said, I kind of want to...
arrow is just the effect lasts the full round.
Yeah. So my hand size is reduced by 1, so now we're going to discard these. Okay. I can discard this for an armor token, for another armor token, because that's my passive ability, and then I will keep this card and discard this, and then I have a -1 hand size, so I'm going to draw 4 cards. All right. Yeah, like you said, Josh, I kind of want to do less of the like token cards, and more of just kind of, especially if you're going to clean up your area near the end or at the beginning of your turn.
Yeah, I think you could clean your cards up at the beginning of your turn. Throw them into your discard at that point.
And that is a phase, but it's kind of, that's when you get rid of your, oh, that's when you get rid of your tokens, I think. Yes.
Yeah. Is it my turn?
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to deal with the pain.
And so you do discard your tokens.
At the beginning of my turn?
Yes.
Sweet, okay.
Because this is your removal phase.
Okay. So I'll deal with the pain. Let's see, draw another card.
And so I think I have to discard this one. Okay. Sorry, we're getting a little hiccups. We're gonna get us back on track here. As usual, call us out if you see something funky or we're misinterpreting anything. Yeah, I think at different.
Okay, I'm gonna move. Let's see, Seth, can you turn my pawn color to red? Can you tint it red, please?
Yeah.
Just so I'm different from the view that I have. That's not much different than Kirsten's.
Yeah, sorry, I made the bases
Perfect.
based on the character type, but
Yeah,
I'll make
I
them
think
to
white and
player
black
type.
shows up the same on Tabletop Simulator when it's in the metal texture. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna go weaken. So let's go the next
Oh,
attack
maybe-
against the.
Go ahead, sorry.
And now we're both red.
See, that's what I was wondering. So, what if I do... You guys just didn't see the tints. How's that? White?
Yeah, that's good. Cleric's white. Okay, great.
Okay, it
Um,
just didn't tint for you guys.
Deals +2 if
There we
damage
go.
is not prevented. And then I am going to take this condemn, and I will condemn the rogue. Target player gains 1 wound. This does no attack, so I guess my weaken attack doesn't really do it.
Just the one?
Well, I can't tell because I guess I'm confused. Does weaken cause 2 more? Because gains a wound is different from like doing an attack, I think.
Yes.
So does she gain 3 wounds or does she just gain 1 wound?
She gains 1 wound.
Okay. So Kirsten would gain 1 wound, and then all attacks against that player gain +1. So does that make?
There you go, Josh.
Josh gets all the treasures. That doesn't go in his hand.
I didn't mean to put it in his hand.
Well, stop putting it in his hand, please.
I just meant to put it in front of him.
Okay, cool. Is there a one that says she takes 1, whatever this means? All attacks against that player gain 1. Just remember that.
Okay. Yeah, and he's saying that we only clean up cards that were created on your turn. Say if the cleric gives you a token or debuff, it goes away on his turn.
Oh, okay. So
she will be weakened until because you weakened her, right?
Yeah.
So she is still weakened until the start of your next turn, in which case you'll clean that up.
So I leave this out.
Yes, because it is a full round ability.
Okay, cool. So that stays out. That's great. That's exactly the way I was hoping it was.
At least that's how I'm taking it. I'm having that symbol trump the cleanup phase, which is any cards you have played are now placed in your discard. And
No, that's perfect.
Since this card technically wasn't created, it should be discarded. But I'm gonna say this symbol trumps the stuff there.
Okay, that's my turn. Kirsten's up.
Okay.
So I will say, just like definitely to throw some props to the designer, I really, really, really like the play style of the cleric. I think that it's really fresh and unique, and I think it's awesome. Like I think the feel of it is really cool. Where the cleric definitely like your play style is punch people in the face and then heal them up real quick for points. It feels great.
Yeah, I haven't noticed anything in particular about, like, I know, like, the wizard cards and things like that I've seen, but I guess I haven't noticed any sort of playstyle emerge from there. But that's probably just because I'm not focusing on it, maybe?
Yeah. No, I just will say, I think the cleric's playstyle is very straightforward, or, like, it's clear what you're...
I do like that idea of just, like, pummeling people and then healing them up, especially since you don't want, in this game, you don't want people to have so many wounds that they die.
Alright, so I'm going to use a health potion to remove this. Not the whole thing, just the top one. Do we have like a discard or...
Yeah, revealed wounds, or removed wounds.
Alright, there we go. So I did that. That was a quick action.
So what do I want to do on my turn here?
I'm gonna play I'm gonna play Pickpocket against Josh. So you have to discard a random a card at random from your hand. So it has to be random. So I don't know how you're gonna decide.
Yeah, I was gonna say just roll a die and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I'm the target, correct?
Yes, because you're the only person in my square.
And it looks like this one.
Which is what kind of card?
Blue, move.
It is a move action. I don't think anything happens. Awesome. Doesn't do anything.
Yeah. You got nothing. They moved out of the way. Thematically sound. And that's discarded, correct? Yes.
Yes, it is discard. That much does happen.
So is that your turn, Kirsten?
That is my turn.
All right. So now at the start of my turn, I discard all of the cards, or I remove all the cards created. And then since I'm the start player, we're going to have extinguished torches. We're going to roll twice and shuffle those. So 1 and 3. Attacking into or while in these squares deals -1 damage. And players cannot remove wounds while in these squares. Well, that stinks. All right. Well, I am going. Now, I believe I can play a reaction card. I guess, can I play a reaction card as not a reaction? Can I just play it?
No, I
to,
think it has to be played. I think you can't.
That makes sense. I was grabbing for straws there. That's fine. So let's deal with the pain here.
Deal with the pain.
And so I need to draw a card. I'm going to shuffle my discard.
Now, you know what? I mean, it just says this is the only action which can be played out of turn. A reaction.
Oh my gosh. This guy thought of everything. That's the problem with not having like physical components and being able to like manipulate things in your hand. I'm just assuming too much.
Cool.
So you want to say that reaction cards are just, they can be played at any time, but they're the only card that can be played on other players' turns? Either way.
Yeah, it just says it can be played out of turn instead of must.
Because then I would like to play my wizard robes and discard my wizard hat to gain 2 armor tokens. Shoot, I can't do that. Oh, I should have done that first. My bad. Then I'm going to do... Oh, crap. Yeah. Hashtag YOLO. They can only be played... So I can't play this reaction. Okay, that's fine. I'll still play my wizard hat to draw 2 cards. No wounds, so I'm good there. So I'm going to discard my shockwave to move 1 space. And I'm going to take you all out with me with this Inferno using my wizard spellbook. So I'm going to gain +2 attack. So I'm going to do 4 to... Josh has a whole bunch of treasure. So I'm going to attack you for 4, Josh. And then Kirsten, you will take 1 wound.
Okay, so
I can...
I am going to discard 1 to gain an armor.
So I can do this.
Okay.
I play my
Whoops.
reaction.
And so I take 4
You can play your
damage.
reaction.
Okay, which gives me an armor.
Yes. And you can draw 1 card.
Right, I'm going to do that. But
So that prevents...
my 1 damage.
Correct.
So but with the armor, I don't take the armor because I would have discarded it, right?
Yeah, it would essentially be discarded. And I misread the rules. You don't need to discard a move card to... or you don't need to discard a card to move. You can just move as an action. So I'm going to discard this for an armor thing, which will then prevent the 1 damage. From my Inferno. Let's see here. So then I will save this card. I have a -1 hand size, so I'm going to draw 4. And then this will get discarded. You didn't draw any treasures for me?
No, I haven't drawn wounds yet.
Oh.
I got confused because I lost my like passive ability thing.
Did you shuffle it into your deck?
No, it's not there. You like left Tabletop Simulator.
Huh.
No kidding. Yeah, whatever. Okay, 4 wounds. 1, 2, 3. What is the heck is this?
Discard all traps of the current level. Continue drawing wounds as normal. So, oh, we discard that last trap. Yeah,
And
so
I
there's
took
2 of
the-
those in here, and they just kind of move
Okay.
the trap deck along.
Cool.
So I'm going to try and get the designer in here. If I think that might help kind of clarify things, then he doesn't have to worry about moving into the chat. So Josh, you are up.
Okay.
I'm gonna.
I am going to, let's see. Okay, so I discard, get rid of that armor token. This goes into my discard. I'm going to go draw a card. Okay. It is not a treasure. And then I will, you guys are all in my space.
Yes.
So you can all remove 1 wound from the discard, from your discard.
Don't have any.
All right, Ramona. I assume this is you, since this is Ramon. There's a million gun mages, though. But I'm going to add you as a friend so we can get you in here, and then I can invite you into our little private session. So I'm sorry, Josh. I was doing that.
You don't have any wounds to remove, do you?
I do not.
I have some in my hand.
Nope, doesn't count.
Doesn't count. Okay.
I get a treasure for healing myself. And then I will use a move action. And Kirsten, I will target another player. They gain +2 on their next attack. But if that player targets you, damage is divided between us.
What are you, Mr. Wizard over here?
Choose what? No, I'm Mr. Cleric.
Mr. Claire. Oh, I'm Mr. Wizard.
It seems you've made a clerical error. Okay, and then I discard my hand, and I draw up to 6.
Yes, so I did send you a friend request, Ramon, and then I'll invite you into this session, and you can help us, because then hopefully we can kind of roll this forward, since Josh will have to bounce out in 10 minutes.
I'm all done.
Okay, Kirsten.
Kristen's up, I think, and her next attack does +2.
Alright, well, I am going to start by pickpocketing you again, Josh. It's not an attack, so.
Discard 1 at random?
Yep.
Okay.
All right, Ramon. Is it Ramon?
Okay, I discarded a move card.
Again?
You should look at my deck. I only have move cards. I don't know why you keep using that against me.
Well, I don't know what's in your deck. How am I supposed to?
I also gave you a +2, so you shouldn't even be attacking me.
I wasn't attacking.
She was quick actioning you.
I was quick actioning
But
you.
pickpocketing is still an aggressive.
It's an attack to my pocket.
It's what
it's
I
an attack
have.
on not my person, but my property.
Yeah. All right, Ramon, if we have you here,
This is a quick action.
if you're talking, we can't hear you. Doesn't look like you have either your mic on or your.
He's there, evil-looking Colonel Sanders.
Yeah, no, I know. We have him in the game.
Cool.
He just doesn't seem to have his mic on or his chat toggled or whatnot. Or he just doesn't want to talk to us. That's also fair.
He's in listening mode.
He's in spectator mode. Maybe we're just playing it all right.
Figuring out the controls.
Oh, no, yeah. It's like a brick wall. Thanks for joining us, though.
Nice. Thanks.
I could have done more to... I should have done more to get you guys involved from the beginning, and then could have done that. But I think there's some good stuff going on to to kind of play without any interaction from the designer, at least at the beginning, just to kind of see.
Oh yeah, I like it. People trying to interpret the rules, and then that makes you a better person because then you realize, oh, this isn't as clear as it needs to be.
Yeah. Josh and I have tried to design a couple things, and rules are pain. So no harm, no foul there. All right. So Kirsten, are you done?
Nope. I figured people would want to know what I was doing rather than me just do them.
Not really.
Okay. Not surprising someone attack you, so you really don't care.
Oh, I do care. Wait, hold on. No, this is. Yeah, I do. No, I don't care. Go ahead.
I'm not surprised, but I figured I'd
Do your worst.
do a thing. But so I've played that. Why not? I'm gonna play this as a quick action because I'm trying stuff. Draw 2. So I get +1 because one of them was a wound.
Okay.
And I have to discard one of them.
There's not like a +1 action thing.
So I've got
+1 damage thing.
Josh is +2. I have +2.
There are +2, or there are plus attack tokens
Okay.
that we should have been using.
Okay. Well, I'm at +4 right now to whatever my attack ends up being. Just so you know.
And we ran out of tokens. There we go. So you're at 4?
At +4.
Oh, but you haven't picked your attack yet?
I haven't picked my attack yet. I'm looking. Yeah, why not? Okay. And then this. Because these were quick actions, so I didn't have to.
Right. So you can move up to 2, but you don't want to.
I don't want to because it has no range.
Yeah.
But
You can discard weapon cards.
I don't have any weapons to discard.
Okay, so you do 5.
I'm going to do 5 to you.
Well, I'm going to put on my little wizard robes. Shoot, this is actually going to suck. I'm going to discard this health potion to play my wizard robes to gain 2, and then a -1 hand size. I love having -1 hand sizes. So I only take 3 damage. Only 3, he says. 1, 2, 3. And no treasures for you.
I'm not surprised. I guess I can play this now. I forgot because I drew cards. I could do that.
Oh shoot! I should just be using these health potions because they don't get used. Like it's in my brain that when I use them, I'm gonna lose them.
No. Well, technically, yes, because you'll discard them, so you won't be able to use them.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're
but
not
it's-
removed.
Yeah, but they're not
yeah.
trashed. I've just been looking at these being like, well, obviously it's like an item, so I'm not going to use it because it's too good to use.
No, you have a bunch of health potions. So, is it my turn now?
Yes.
So we'll draw this trap here. Spiked walls. Roll twice. 2 3s. And I assume we just get the bonus of... Or no, we roll duplicates. We roll a lot of duplicates. 6. Players moving into or staying in these squares receive 1 wound from the box. When a player draws a treasure from the wound deck, the defender receives a wound from the box.
Wow.
Cool?
Is that only in those rooms?
Yes.
I would assume. Yeah. Yeah, because the dungeon traps are only in those rooms.
Hey, so yeah, flipping the board over for the dungeon traps. Yeah,
Real
love
nice.
it. Great. Genius.
If I would have had actual tiles, I could have looked at them. We do play a lot of games. I just feel really stupid in this one.
This is the first board game I've ever played.
Yeah, it feels like it, doesn't it? All right. Well, I am going to use Winter's Grip just to give him some context of where we're kind of coming from on something like this. So, since Josh is just discarding his health potions, I assume he doesn't have any. So I'm going to do my Winter's Grip to...
What the heck is that?
Oh, I'm going to move, so I'm not in Kirsten's space because she's going to pickpocket me. I just got my pocket picked. So I'm going to damage you for 2, Josh.
Damage me for 2?
And if that's not prevented, then the player is snared. Which means...
I'm going to get snared because I can't prevent it.
Okay, so you take...
I got way too many treasures in my hand. I'm sorry. I'm just, running through here with just encumbered by all my treasures.
I have to discard this at the start of my turn. So you take 2 wounds.
2 wounds. No
and
treasures, Seth.
You are snared. So you can gain 2 wounds from the box to cancel this effect. And this just makes it so you can't move to another square.
I don't need to move. Cleric doesn't need to move. He stands in one place and heals people. Everybody come to my square. Come to my square, get healed.
And then why not... there's no reason not to deal with the pain here.
Deal with the pain.
Oh, I moved, though. Okay, well, I'll save it and draw my remaining 5 cards. Okay. And this is discarded.
Okay. So, Kirsten, remove a wound from your discard pile, please.
I don't have any in my discard pile, sorry.
Oh my gosh, Kirsten, you're killing me.
They're all in my deck.
That's not going to be good.
I know.
Okay, so let's... I'm going to use 2 health potions here.
My next turn, we're going to lose.
I'm going to use 2 health potions and remove 2 wounds. Wound. And wound. Cool. Love using these things now. It's fun to actually use.
It's fun to
items
heal.
that you have. It's fun to heal. And then I'm going to use this greater heal wounds, and I'm going to remove 2 from my discard, but I don't even have that many. Oh no, I do. This is sweet. My discard was like virtually all wounds, and I think I discarded about 8 wounds this turn. And then I got hand size down.
Like you didn't gain any treasures from your ability, right?
I gained 1.
Oh, she didn't have any wounds to remove, so you don't get anything for it.
Oh, you know what another thing is? You got to read that card really closely because
yeah, it definitely says that on the card. Is that what you're
it says
talking about?
other players. I've been trying to heal myself with this.
Oh.
It does. Okay, cool. I gave back my treasure.
Game
and
under
because
protest.
I played that wrong probably on 2 other turns, I'm just going to give back these treasures.
Are you the thief? Are you the rogue?
No, we just recorded how honorable I am. We got a live recording of how honorable I am.
Well, you could probably draw 2 more cards and then finish your turn since you.
No, that's
get
okay.
rid of those.
That's okay. As punishment,
that's a penalty.
As an act of contrition, I will not take those 2 more cards. Okay, so my turn is over. I've got a reduced hand size. I got an armor token here, and I am snared.
So real quick, Ramon, I was going to wait until the end. So this full round symbol that indicates that effect will last for 1 round from the time it was used I'm seeing that as kind of a redundant symbol just because the tokens are removed at the start of your turn anyway. So if you're getting a token from that, is that a redundancy or am I misreading it or misinterpreting that?
Yeah, it's a redundancy just to make sure.
Okay, but the greater heal wounds. Sorry, the greater heal wounds card is discarded at the end of your turn. Correct?
Yes.
Even though it has that full round symbol, that just indicates that the reduced hand size is the full round.
Correct.
Okay. Kirsten?
Okay. I am going to...
Let's see, what do I have here?
I think the best way to prevent us all from losing is to play this first. Quick action.
We appreciate the valiant sacrifice.
I'm going to draw 2 cards. Hey, look, they were both wounds. Shocking. I gain +1. And I discard one of these. Oh, I forgot to clean up. Why didn't anybody say anything?
Because I always forget.
Okay. Well,
Just do what Josh did. Just discard all your treasures.
I don't have any treasures to discard, so that's really
Me
not
neither.
a problem.
I don't think I have any treasures.
Alright, but
Discard all your treasures and.
But I have a +1.
When did you get your card back, Josh? Your passive.
I found it in a secret place.
Discard.
Was it in your deck, like I said?
No, it wasn't. It was underneath something else.
Oh.
Not surprising, I got another wound out of that. Good job, me.
Oh, I wonder if it fell off the table or something and
Yeah,
then
a little bit.
came into the underneath the board.
Alright, then I am going to.
So how was it putting this in Tabletop Simulator? I've heard it's a pain. Interesting.
Alright, we're gonna.
Oh, it's pretty easy, honestly.
Oh, cool.
It's just you have to figure out how to do the decks and put them in this little JavaScript thing, and it's like, oh, rows and lines. What does this all mean? But as soon as you get it down, it's really, really simple.
Cool.
Alright, I'm attacking Josh for 2. Well, 3, because my +1.
I have done nothing but help you.
Yeah, well.
Help you get false treasures.
But you've got a ton of treasures, and those are negative points.
I
So I'm
discarded
trying-
all the treasures.
You still
Don't have
have
a ton
treasures.
of treasures.
Well, you still have more than I do.
I have no treasures.
You have
Okay,
one
how
that-
many damage do I take?
I actually wonder how many treasures are left.
So, you have no reaction?
I have an armor token.
Okay. It says if you did not use a reaction card, you get 2 additional damage. So I attacked you for 3, so +2, that would be 5.
I prevent one with the armor token.
So it's 4.
Plot thickens.
Alright, so we're going to discard.
She gets 3 treasures. Kirsten wins every game we play.
Discard those.
Is it
Oh,
fun?
don't
Is it
forget
even fun?
the trap still gives you wounds.
The traps still give you wounds.
Or Fairy Fountain was the new one, and you rolled 3-6 again.
No. That was we were discarding all the traps of the current level.
Okay. The
Are we doing that
current
wrong?
trap. No, the current trap that happened was spiked walls,
Yes.
and so it says when you receive a treasure, the defender still gets a wound.
Okay, so you are still wounded for those.
For the 3 treasures?
Oof.
Yes.
Okay, I took them.
Brutal.
See, but now Kirsten's going to make us all lose the game.
No, I did a bunch of stuff to make it so that I didn't do that.
The important thing
But
is,
now
regardless
you
of one.
seeded my deck with 5 new wounds.
Okay, well, I didn't expect you not to be able to, like,
Yeah.
yeah.
The important thing is that regardless if one of us loses, we all lose, and regardless if one of us wins, it's not going to be me.
Alright, anyway, I get to keep 2 of these cards. I'm gonna start clearing stuff out.
Okay, so I'm going to start my turn. Fatigue sets in. Each player receives 2 wounds from the box. Oh, we are so done. We are so done. Wait, that's a trap.
What are you doing? Just putting wounds in my deck?
No, that's what the trap is. Fatigue set in.
Okay.
Okay, well, technically, I need to finish my last turn before you put a trap or extra stuff in my deck.
Okay, just put that in later.
Why are you giving me 2 wounds?
Because I just talked about this with John.
Oh, okay.
Fatigue set in.
Sorry,
You're so
I only
tired.
heard 1 wound. I'm sorry. Let me finish my turn before you.
Okay. Yeah, I thought we were at it.
No, I still need to, like, get my cards.
That's fine. All good?
Now we're good.
Cool. Let's see here. What do I want to do? Oh, that would be cool if I had that. No, I don't need that. Alright, I'm going to use my quick step boots. Gain my +1 guess there's not a +1 hand size token. But I'm going to get a +1 hand size. I'm going to play my stone skin. 2 armors. And then I'm going to... Kirsten, I'm going to use arcane bolts on you.
That sounds not good.
Well, I guess to both. I'm going to do 2 damage to Kirsten and 1 damage to Josh. Because I have to split among at least 2 targets.
I take a wound.
God, no treasures for me?
And I'm going to prevent all of it.
Gosh.
This is good.
And I'm going to
Hey, a question on armor. Is armor spent to reduce damage to you, or does it always reduce damage to you and is not spent?
Sorry, you kind of broke up there.
Oh, sorry. If I have 1 armor token and someone deals 2 damage to me, do I take 1 wound and I keep the armor token, or do I take 1 wound and I lose the armor token as if it is spent?
Oh, yeah, you spend 1 for 1. So if
Okay.
you're doing 2 damage, you use 2 armor tokens. They go
Cool.
away.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if they endure, like they, if I get attacked 3 times throughout the round, the armor stays, but it is spent.
Yeah.
And then that's my turn. I will discard this card and draw 6 cards.
Well, Kirsten, I don't even want to do this because of how you've made me feel about myself and others during this game, but you can
You
heal
should
1
probably
wound.
clean up your board here and then shuffle.
Yes, thank you.
Okay, so Kirsten, you can discard 1 wound,
Thank you.
and I will take a treasure for that. Now I'm doing it right. Okay, we got it. Banging all cylinders here.
That's what I
Okay.
keep saying, and then I'm just like, oh wait, no, I did that wrong.
Now I get to remove a wound from your hand or discard pile and place it on the top of the wound deck. Okay. And then I'm going to take a move action of Mass Empower. All other players gain +1 swords on their next turn. Reduce damage dealt to you from other players by 1. And +1 hand size. Okay. And then discard this. And I will attack Kirsten with the Iron Burst Mace. So that does 3 damage to Kirsten.
Okay.
Only 2 damage.
Only 2
So
damage.
all other players.
Oh, all other players. Okay, yeah, got it.
So just
Yeah, he rarely buffs himself. He's being
I get it. Okay, this
altruistic.
is like, yeah, you got to read it. It's like, I got to get back into like the Magic the Gathering stuff where like there's a difference between dying and being exiled. There's a different, yeah, you got to read the card.
okay.
What does it say? RTFC, read the cards.
Well, there's another word in there.
Yeah, but this is a,
Family show.
don't want to get you demonetized.
I think it's demonized.
You have a cleric for that.
Alright, you good, Josh?
Yep. Wait, did you draw wounds?
I took my 2 wounds, yes.
Cool.
So I use this.
Don't forget to add your bishop staff back into your deck.
Oh yeah.
I don't
Thank
know
you.
why I can't. It's so embarrassing.
Ooh, guys, we had a close call here on the wounds.
I did too until he also told me to shuffle all my cards in my deck.
We had a real close call here, guys.
Oh my gosh, I don't know why
Alright,
we're struggling so much on this.
The only how's this for thematic? The only non-wound card I have in my deck is Blessing.
Well, don't you die if you get 5?
No, I got the Bishop
Oh,
staff.
once you draw all wound cards.
Yeah.
I thought there. For some reason, I thought it was 5. Okay,
Okay. Well,
my bad.
Wait, is it 5?
No, it's all.
Oh,
It's all.
okay.
I just looked at it. Sorry for false information.
Okay. Well, seeing as you told me that much, Josh, I'm going to go ahead and pickpocket you.
What's that mean?
Pick a
Discard a
random.
card at random?
Yeah.
No, wait. Why are you pickpocketing Josh?
Give him more wounds.
Oh, they gain a wound. I thought it was you gain a wound.
I wouldn't take a wound. Oh, so he discarded his artifact.
Discarded my.
I
Play
get
it for its effect.
I get its effect.
Remove
So-
a wound from your hand or discard pile.
And put it on top of the wound deck.
You can fix it. Go for it. Fix it.
There you go.
Thanks.
That roll was so not in favor of anything else. It's like, oh, here, just take wounds. Nope.
Alright, then I'm gonna go ahead and use this to remove another wound from my deck. And finally, yeah, well, I'll attack Josh for 2 because he gave me the +1.
I'm quite literally going to die.
No, they go in your discard.
The cleric is protected against the +1.
That's true, so he only takes 1 damage. That's true.
How do we know that?
Oh, that's right.
That was from his card.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Okay. So I was expecting him to.
And then I'm moving your. In order for me to remember, I'm moving yours. I'm cleaning you up.
Yep.
All right. So another trap here. We got a pit trap. Roll twice. 4 and 1. All players in these squares receive 1 wound in turn order. Players take turns moving to an adjacent square. Players cannot move into these squares. So I think we're all good there. And I am going to...
Okay, I apologize, but I do have to bow out gracefully. I'm sorry.
No, I apologize for... I figured it would. I think this is going to be the last turn anyways. So thanks for jumping in, Josh. We'll probably just finish this out. Ramon, actually, if you just want to jump in for his last turn, we only have one more wound. I will catch you later, Josh.
Yeah, see you later, Josh.
And we'll just
Yeah,
be like
thanks very
2
much.
seconds.
And Ramon, nice meeting you virtually, and thanks for making the game available. It was fun. Thanks a lot.
Oh, you're very welcome. Thank you.
So I can put you, so you could already see all our cards, but whatever. We're not going to last much longer here, as you probably saw. So I'm going to endure the pain, draw my 1 card, and I am going to... Oh, these should be discarded at the start of my turn. I am going to use Arcane Bolts on Kirsten. Well, I guess technically both, again, to gain a +2. So I am going to deal 5 damage. I am going to deal 4 to Ramon. No. Yeah, 4 to Ramon and 2 to Kirsten.
Okay.
Ow.
Well, you have all those treasures I have to counteract.
So I have 2.
Now, do these just come from the...
Yeah, it comes from the discard. I remember reading that. So you get that one. Treasure, Seth.
All right, that's yours.
Oh, thank you.
And now anything that was removed, that's just makes up the new wound deck.
Okay. What are you moving the rules for? There we go. Cool.
2.
And then I will discard a attack to gain an armor token. Oh, and my next attack dealt +1, so Kirsten get one more.
Okay.
Okay, and now I am done. And I will discard
All right. Discard 2.
these. And I have one less. I'll draw 4. So this is not the last turn. Or the last round. How does that work since the deck ran out, but we brought these through?
It's basically like this.
Okay, that's what I thought. Okay, so after Kirsten's turn, the game
Game
is
is
over.
Yes.
Yes, after everybody's had equal mana turns.
Yes.
I guess we'll just play Blessing on the Rogue.
Thank you.
Let's see here. What do I got going on? Okay.
And I'm gonna move over here. I think that's it.
Okay. Kirsten,
Do-do-do.
close us out.
Okay. I'm gonna play this, which gives me a +1. And I'm gonna move into your square, Seth. And I'm going to attack you for 1. And then I can discard this weapon card to get it another +1. So I've got +1, 2, 3. It's a 4 attack, I think.
I'm going
2,
to
3, 4. It's a 5 attack.
I'm going to play my Wizard Robes to gain a +2, which puts me at 3. And I cannot use a quick action as a reaction.
Correct.
Didn't think so. Figured I'd ask. So I take 2 wounds. Okay.
Okay, and that's my turn.
All right. So that is the final round, and so we are going to let's see. Wounds from the removed file are used. Players now count the wounds and treasure in their decks. Well, I only have 1 treasure. What do we got here? Oops, I accidentally shuffled in my turn. my turn order summary.
I have a crap ton of them.
I had so many wounds. What's a normal score?
Like -5, -3, -1.
Okay, well, way lower than that.
So I'm -11.
I think I'm at -10.
Okay, I think I'm at -7.
Yeah, I have 1 treasure card.
I have 3 treasures and 10 wounds by the looks of it.
So -7 to -10 to -11?
Yeah, that looks right.
Technically, I would have changed it a little bit, but because she started her turn in mine, I probably could have gotten a treasure.
Oh.
But it wouldn't have changed much. I would have been -10. She would have been -6.
Well, and all the treasures that Josh inadvertently stole throughout the game that he removed. Maybe he removed 1 too many. All right.
Still, I got beat down hard.
Only 1 more than me. I had that was brutal for me. But that was fun. I liked how the map kind of switches each round and there's different traps going on and things like that. And I didn't notice too much. I think the Wizard's all about range combat, but I didn't do a ton
it's
of
keeping people away.
Yeah, I guess I didn't do a ton of moving, but maybe with a larger player count, there's a lot more of that going on. that's kind of the biggest thing I felt was I thought there was cool traps going on, but I just never
it's
felt like
basically
I needed
to force you to move.
Yeah, I just never felt like I needed to. I never was in a spot where a trap forced me to move, or with my range and stuff, I never really needed to, and stuff like that. But I know Kirsten, being the rogue, you said all your stuff was kind of the same space. So I don't know if you felt like you were moving around more, or
Yeah, and I have no move cards at all, so like I had to use move actions.
you just had to use that one action to move. Yeah.
But yeah, like you said, and all of like I had no range at all. I have one card that let me move and then attack, but that was the only one that it really had anything. And like that's not really range because you are moving to your spot, the spot you want to be in. But at least I could be like away and get there.
Yeah.
But that was the only card that allowed me to do that. Everything else was being in the space with the person.
And I was worried about the player elimination full hand of cards, but that's actually seems to be very rare. And at least with the cleric, we were really taking them out.
I mean, if I hadn't like pulled that one or done my one, I might have. I had no like very few wounds in my discard, not like none in my hand, and I had like 6 cards left in my deck, and I was pretty confident I was about to pull a hand of wounds.
Yeah, there was a time back when I thought it was 5 wound cards, and you died. I had a turn where I drew 4, but no, that was a lot of fun, Ramon. Thanks for making this available on Tabletop Simulator. I like when people do that. I love using this as an opportunity to play things that I might not otherwise have a chance to. I like just playing a lot of games. So really appreciate you putting the time to put this on Tabletop Simulator. Really appreciate you taking the time to join us and help us out and kind of clarify some stuff.
Oh yeah, of course.
Hopefully this helped you or in any way or whatnot, or hopefully you enjoyed it and
Thank you.
yeah. So I'm gonna close out here. I guess before I do my stuff, I don't know if you want to tell my parents who watch this. I just started doing this, so but if anybody finds this in 10 years when I'm huge, I don't know if you want to peddle anything.
Yeah. If you see this and you like it, go to thegamecrafter.com, search Dungeon Brawl, and you can get yourself a physical copy of that.
And that is linked below there too. So yeah, if anybody liked what they saw here, please go look at the links. Like Ramon said, you can pick up your own copy of this, and then all of our social media stuff is on there. So feel free to follow and share and like and do all the things you do on social media. Get the word out, tell a friend. It helps make us visible. So with that said, I think I'm going to bid us a good night. I saw you were in Los Angeles, so you still got a couple hours for a good night. So
yeah, I do.
Enjoy those precious hours of the evening, and I guess thanks again. Let's close this.